Welcome to Christian World Mission at Palmer Theological Seminary. My name is Ben Hartley, as most of you know, and I'm the instructor for this course this semester. The course we'll be participating in is described as a hybrid course, meaning that half of this course will be taught online through discussion boards and other sorts of video segments like this one, and the other half will be taught on campus for a few weekends at Palmer Seminary. As this may be the first time many of you have taken an online course, it's important that we spend a bit of time getting oriented to some of the benefits and challenges you might expect in online learning this semester. Knowing these benefits and challenges before we get started will help this course to be an enjoyable and rich learning experience. I know it can be. I also want to orient you to a few things on our Blackboard website later in this video segment that will help you get familiar with it. So what are the benefits of a course like this? Well, research on online teaching shows that hybrid courses especially can be just as effective for learning as traditional classroom environments. Because we'll be meeting together in person for over 20 hours this semester, that problem of online learning that it feels somewhat impersonal is taken away. And I definitely want to try to get that personal connection with you all, even in those online segments. I'm passionate about teaching Christian World Mission. I'm passionate about the mission of God, and I want that to come through in our online experience as well as in the classroom, which I'm pretty sure it will. Another benefit for me as a professor is that a course like this makes it impossible for you, students, to hide, which, let's face it, sometimes that happens in a classroom of 30 or so, like we have this semester. Hiding just isn't possible in an online environment because you're required to participate in online discussion boards and other projects that we do together. So please don't hide. And if you feel the temptation to do so at any time, call me. You can use an easier piece of technology even. It's called a phone, and my phone number is in the syllabus. Another benefit is that a hybrid course also allows for a fair amount of flexibility for your own schedule. You can work on this class wherever your travels might take you. I, for example, am sitting in my office in Newberg, Oregon, and I'm talking to you, and I don't know all the different places where you are in the Philadelphia area. It's also the case that in our online portion of this course, you'll be learning as much from one another as from me. Online learning can be very participatory, and I want to do everything I can to highlight that. And I'll show you a few things in the way I've crafted the Blackboard discussion, or the Blackboard course itself, that will help you to see how I'm trying to create a strong sense of community, even in our online times together. Okay, so those are some of the benefits. What are some of the challenges you should be on guard for and watch out for as you interact with the online portion of this hybrid course as we move throughout the semester? A big one to watch out for, as is the case even in on-campus courses, is time management. Without regular class attendance on campus, some students may feel less urgency to participate in this course in a disciplined way. In fact, the need for your participation, as I've already mentioned, is even greater in the online portion of this course. Students and instructors alike find it helpful to designate set times of the day and during the week where you're going to be working on this course. So I encourage you to do that. Set a time of the day where you'll work on this and stick to that in a disciplined way. Another challenge is that if you're not comfortable with Blackboard or even computers in general, you might find it difficult to learn, but still not impossible. Think, for example, of just how very effective a carpenter is with a hammer. Blackboard and computers are just like that. They're a tool. I was once helping a cousin build a barn that after his old barn had burned down. I grew up in a dairy farming community. And the way he could swing a hammer and still tell stories, carry on conversations while nail after nail went in was pretty incredible. Well, Blackboard, I'm hoping, is something you'll get familiar enough with that it's a comfortable thing to learn with. Okay? and not something that feels foreign or distant. Okay, so let's work on that together, and feel free to use the tutorials that Eastern University and also the Blackboard Company have provided to help you work with Blackboard in a comfortable way. Think of that carpenter with the hammer. Clearly, all the challenges you face can't be predicted ahead of time. If you can promise yourself to stay engaged in this course and to talk with me when you're having trouble, and especially if you know that you'll be absent from online discussions for more than 4 days, then I think we'll do just fine. On the first day of class, I'll also be distributing a quick survey to help me create discussion board groups comprised of a mix of people in terms of their comfort level with Blackboard and online learning environments. So feel free to ask one another for some help in finding something on Blackboard if you need help, as well as myself. Remember, you can always call me on my cell phone if you're having difficulty. My cell number, again, is on the syllabus, which is on Blackboard. I'm looking forward to this class together, and we'll now spend a little bit of time orienting you to the Blackboard discussion, the Blackboard learning environment that I've created.
This is our course Blackboard website that most of you have, I'm sure, already visited. I want to take just a few minutes to highlight a few things that are here. As far as announcements go, this is an important thing for you to be keeping up on in this course. I will make it a habit to always send you announcements also through email. So things that are identified here have also been sent to your eastern.edu email address. I will just simply click a box that will automatically generate an email, and in addition to putting them here. Below announcements is this tab called Start Here, which again most of you have probably already referred to. Do take a look at the norms and expectations for online courses in terms of how we are to behave in an online learning environment. And then much of this other material you'll need to do prior to our first class together. There will be subsequent tabs described as Week 2, Week 3, Week 4, etc. that you'll need to just stay on track with as you go through this course. And I'll be making sure that everything is very clearly spelled out in terms of what you need to do each week under those tabs. You don't need to be searching all over the place for various things. Okay, so there's going to be some internal redundancy in this course in order to make it easier for you to find what you need to find. For example, this entire area of articles assigned, my intent is to provide an internal course link to all of these required readings when I identify Week 2 readings required. My intent is so that you'll be able to go directly from a tab here saying Week 2 to reading something here. Okay, so you may not even have to go to articles assigned, but if I forget at some point, you could certainly go to articles assigned, or if you wish to work ahead, you can go there as well. Okay, syllabus you all have looked at. Keep in mind, as I've said here, that I may need to make some modifications to the syllabus, but I will try to be just and not greatly increasing or decreasing the amount of work that is in the syllabus as it currently stands. Assignments gives you a sense of it will often have an assignment description, and in the case of these two book reviews, it has the book review worksheet that you'll need to download and then answer the questions that are identified there. If you're wanting to know specifically what I'm looking for as you read this book, to review these book review worksheets prior to starting to read the books might be helpful for you to do. Okay. Under discussion board, this is the discussion board all, which we mostly will not be utilizing. My intent is to break us up into smaller groups of 7 to 9 people and have you all discuss with one another in those smaller group settings the readings that are assigned each week. You will automatically be assigned to a small group, and it should appear somewhere down here what group you're assigned to. All right, this is it's not showing up right now because I haven't created the groups, and in my instructor view it will not identify what group I'm assigned to, because I'm assigned to all of them since I'll be looking at and grading them. Okay, so keep in mind that these are two different sections. The discussion board all is for when the entire class is talking with one another, and down here you will see the group to which you have been assigned when that is made, and I'll try to get that created just after our first class, once I get a sense of people's comfort with online learning and Blackboard in particular. Okay, a couple of other things to highlight. Articles assigned, I already highlighted where those are. Web links, this is simply to help you get familiar with the world that is the field of missiology. This gives you a sense of what is going on in the field of missiology. And if you have a bit of extra time and you'd like to do some web browsing, perhaps when you're particularly tired and you're just wondering what's in store for you, you might want to look there. Okay. Under chat, this is an opportunity for us for me to post office hours, which I'll be doing shortly after the beginning of the class, and I will be spending some time where I will be at my desk, and this will most likely be on a Monday or Friday, so that you can come and talk with me about anything you wish. Okay. Couple of other things under the discussion board all, I want to highlight that there is this thing called a water cooler hangout. This is an opportunity for us to build community together. Muddiest Point Forum, this little verbiage here is simply to say that it has not yet been made available to you, because hopefully with regard to the content of the course, things aren't too terribly muddy yet. But as we begin the course together on Friday, I will be making this live, so you'll be able to post things that are confusing to you starting at that point. Okay, so please feel free to do so. If you're confused about something, chances are someone else is as well. All right, that's enough for now. I look forward to seeing you in class. Take care.